So Team Hamilton now is up 4-2, and we'll see if Barbara Matić for Team Cairo can bring it back down to 4-3. She's up against Tuba.
That's right.
So these are two athletes that would know each other, one from Croatia, one from Serbia.
Definitely, and they're well aware of the strategy, and you see it without a doubt. Matić already knows that Tuba plays on the left side, and you see her hip coming across almost before Tuba makes her move, because she knows she's going to block it with the hip.
Tuba has the definite height advantage here. So she can use that or not.
Okay. But you notice Matić's hand is, her right arm is on that left shoulder, making sure she blocks the rotation that she expects Tuba to make, making sure she keeps her out while she gives herself an opportunity to throw with her left side, either Morota Sionagi, Taitoshi. Already, immediately you know the punch grip is going to go right. There she is. She wraps up her arm, and there you saw attempted Sionagi. Very, very quick. Very, very quick. What a technique that you would expect from the shorter player playing a taller opponent.
Referee deciding that the strangulation was not possible there, so he calls them back to the center of the yellow mat to get going again. We're over a minute of the yellow mat to get going again. We're over a minute into this one. This is match number 7 between Team Cairo and Team Hamilton. This is the quarterfinals.
Matić trying now to transition to the mat, make sure that she takes her advantage. She's very, very good on the mat, and see she's trying the strangulation again there. Applying, there is nothing. The referee calls Mata there.
I was mentioning before about peer pressure and the pressure you normally feel in individual competition is from your coach and maybe your federation. Now here you feel it's a different kind of pressure. It's pressure from teammates. It's and again, because we're mixing the men and the women, all of a sudden you're looking at a male competitor in a different way, and he's looking at you differently because now you're teammates, and you've either just lost or your team has just lost, and we're looking at you. And it's interesting because some people will tell you, oh well, pressure is pressure, but I really think it's a different kind of pressure.
It is in the individual competition, and you called it correctly. This is peer pressure. In the individual competition, you're getting because you don't consider yourself quite a peer with your coach and stuff. So yes, you have some friends who might have come to watch you on the day, but it's different when you have that pressure from the fellow judokas. You don't want to let them down. You want to be the one that wins for your team and keeps your team ahead of the game. And it is really, really good. I'm looking over at Team Hamilton, and I'm seeing the entire team watching a competitor from a different country and urging them on to win, and it is amazing.
I would also think it does great things to address whatever level of inequality might be there between the men and the women's part of the sport. And I'm not suggesting there is any kind of major inequality, but it's a fact of life in any sport.
Yes.
This would do tremendous things.
Yes, certainly.
To earn respect going both ways.
Well, you called it there. The guys are there in the team, and as I said earlier, when I was there in the pool, we had the Hungarian athlete, male athlete, and again, he, knowing that the athlete from Barbados was a little afraid, maybe, he came over and said, let's go. It's a training session. Let's work. Come on, do your best. And there it is. And I think that was our goal, or the goal of the organizing committee, and certainly the International Judo Federation. Let's build it. Let's build the respect, as you called it, between the athletes. Let's continue to build that, and let's build friendships between each other. And it's a great. I'm excited about it, as you can tell. Really excited.
And we just saw one of the Korean coaches from the sidelines, and I've noticed that he's being as loud as anybody else. It's screaming encouragement to all the other athletes.
Yeah, we had a little joke in our pool when it was there. One athlete, one coach was saying, "Don't do this technique," and another coach was encouraging him because he wanted his team to win. It was really funny, and the coaches were laughing from opposing sides, were laughing with each other. It was funny.
Well, Matić has the one Yuko up there now with 30 seconds to go.
Okay. I think it's looking to bring it back. Matić is leading, a good competitor, but Tuba is not giving up because, as you well said, she wants to be the one who leads her team forward. There she's trying. 16 seconds remaining.
And Tuba's going to have basically time for one, maybe two more engagements.
Matić, being the wily competitor that she is, I expect her to use grips. Oh,
look what she does.
Wow. It's all or nothing at this stage, and Matić, and you see the Indian coach there cheering for her teammate.
Wow, so that makes it 4-3, and you just finished saying she is wily, and so as we've seen many times through the last 3 days, you know, when you see your opponent who's trailing on the board when it comes to scores coming at you, you know that there may have a better opportunity than before at a counter, and she seized it.
Absolutely. She had been trying it earlier. Tuba had been, a little wary with her forward movement, making sure she doesn't get into that Cianagi position, or that if she did, she couldn't bring her over. But you saw Matić here. This time it was all or nothing, only 16 seconds remaining, and she went straight forward. And Matić seized the opportunity to throw her free pawn.
Let's have another look at the C-pawn.
There it is. She couldn't block it this time, and Matić right through, continuing with a roll.